And it's crackling. Of course it is. I hate this thing. Wait, I know what to do. Turn this down. And this. Let me see if that does anything. No. No. And now it's echoing. Yeah, I don't know why it does this.
We'll just pretend it's a radio broadcast and everyone can deal.
Huh. Like, is that the fan? Like, is that... I don't think it's the fan. How about now? Ah, it's so quiet.
A little better, though.
A little better.
LBJ says it's better, too.
I'm making it echo. That's the hard part. Let's see. That just makes it worse. Hold on a sec. Is that doing anything? It's just super quiet. Why? I hate this mic. I wish it didn't do this. Let's see. I really don't know what the issue is, cause like it's not a problem when I'm talking to people on Discord usually.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, like, because I have the stream muted and I'm just talking to you. I don't hear any of these problems.
I think it's OBS, honestly. Like I don't understand. Yeah, it's weird because like my I've had problems before where like the mic is fine, but for some reason like through other apps it's weird.
LBG is asking questions in the chat.
USB headset mic or 3.5 milli. It's USB. It's a microphone XLR cable that goes through a mixer, and the mixer goes through a USB into my computer. So, I don't know why it does this. If you tried it directly into PC, yeah, I mean it's plugged into my motherboard. Like there's not much I can do otherwise. Like it's an XLR mic, so I can't just plug it in directly. Man, I don't know why it does that. Let me just check something really quick. Let's try. I'm gonna drop down the mic a little bit and turn this up and see if that does anything. No. No. How about now? It's just really quiet. Let's see.
Yeah, the static doesn't seem that loud to me. It's just that you sound like you're about 10 miles away.
It's so rough. Okay, well, how is this right now? Like, is this like unbearable for people to listen to, or like I don't know what it is. I really don't know what causes it.
I wouldn't find it unbearable, but Musha says it's not horrible.
It's not like ear shatter. Manageable, but still, that sucks.
Manageable but annoying is very much my brand.
Okay, I guess we gotta go with this for now. I wish I could find out why this mic doesn't work with some apps, but what else? Okay, yeah, we'll get into it. Let's just go look at the schedule real quick and see what we got coming up. Let's see. Where's the schedule? Game schedule. Okay, so the first game we have is Bears versus the Lemurs. All right. So I don't know if they've have they already set up a bet for this one.
Dom's saying mobile Twitch is maybe not allowing him to start a prediction.
Yeah, I doubt mobile will do anything for you, if I'm being honest. If you want me to start a prediction, I could start a prediction, Dom. Just tell me what it is.
I think there was one that was suggested in the stats that they gave us, but let's see. Maybe not.
Well, I guess while we're figuring that out, let me find the stat info. This is one of those things where it's like really hard to find. Yeah, there's no stat info for today's
I don't
game,
see stats for this game,
no.
yeah.
Okay. And I should go link in the game day just to be safe. No stats for this game. Dom, do you have predictions, Dom? Have you said them already? Should I check mod chat? No, there's not really
just
anything
said
in
he's
there.
on mobile.
I can't type. Okay.
Very relatable.
It's like I type off muscle memory, and that's not like a good thing. Total. Oh total pitches. Over under 9.5 runs. Okay.
That's easy enough.
Runs in game. Over 9.5. Under 9.5. Okay, we'll set that off for a minute. Alright, okay, I got a prediction up. Go ahead, you guys got like 30 seconds to predict for some reason. I don't know why it's so low. I set it for a minute, and it just instantly goes to 20 seconds. Gamble your points now. Yeah, I'm really quiet, Ryan. I'm trying to balance out my microphone randomly being static through OBS, and I don't know, like
I'm scared that I'm like deafening everyone.
Yeah, so I'm trying to balance out my microphone randomly being static, but still being able to hear. Oh, I should change the title real quick.
A mystery guest. Yes, this is Jess.
Title this, but then W / There we go. Okay, predictions up. Has everybody got their predictions in? Yes, looks like they're all in. I guess we can get started.
Alright. You got bears, I got lemurs?
Yeah. Okay.
Or the other way. I really don't care.
Wait, which one? Who's batting first? Let's see. It's in Lemur land, so yeah, bears batting first. Okay.
Right. Okay.
A feeling.
Oh, we got the picture butt view.
Yeah, I always do the picture view because it's kind of cool.
Nice.
Alrighty, we start off with a line out by Werewolf to the left fielder, followed by a single into left field by Underrated. Steve now drops another one in the left field, so that's 2 on here with 1 out. For Janice Lux is going to hit one deep to left field, and that one is gone. 3-run homer off the bat for the Bears, and they take the lead. On a 3-run homer by Janice Lux. 441 feet. Got Jacob Sosa here. Towering fly ball to the center fielder's caught. That's out number 2. Connor McNasty. He is going to fly out to the right fielder, and that is 3 outs here. The top of the first. Bears with a 3-0 lead on the 3-run homer.
All right, and that will bring up Andrew Myth here for the Lemurs. We'll hit that one, a little bit of a depth perception thing, but that is to center field for the first out here. Here's Ramirez, who will get plunked by that one, so he will take his base. To bring up Forrest Gump. We'll hit one out there into left field, and that one is gone. A little bit behind the roster over there, but that one is out of here. So, Lemurs striking back to cut that lead to 1. Here is Lumpo Sullivan, the first baseman, up now for Louisville.
Just try to get these a little more towards the edge.
Moving all things.
Okay, and we'll move this up here. And good to go.
Alrighty. O'Sullivan will hit that one out into right field. That's an easy catch there for the right fielder. So that's 2 outs here for the Lemurs. Burrow, that one goes right over to the first baseman, and he will take it to the bag himself for the 3rd out.
All right, just like that, it's a 1-run game here, only in the 2nd inning. Vincent Aldridge up the middle for a single to start us off. John Doe Jr. swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for out number 1. Marcus Emerson drops that in front of the center fielder, so that's 2 on here with 1 out once again. A strikeout by Werewolf is out number 2 and underrated. To the third baseman, throws the second, gets the out there, and that's out number 3. So they threaten to score again, but they stay with the 3 they got before.
Diddle McGee up here now for the Lemurs. Hits that one over to the second baseman. That's an easy out at first there. Here's Jet Jaguar. Hits, oh, and that's a diving catch there by the second baseman, but he bobbles it. Stopped it though, so it's only a single. And here's Bonds hitting that one out to right field, where it is caught by the right fielder for the out. Here's Eliason up the middle there to the center fielder, but they're going for third. Yep, so runners on the corner there for Andrew Myth here at the top of the order. That one goes right out to the center fielder, avoiding any other damage there, and that will finish the inning.
Alright, so if you made the under bet, I feel sorry for you, as that one is hit deep into right field. That's a solo shot for Stevie Steve. Make it 4-2. Wow. Off the bat, that was the the second pitch, I think. Solo shot. So it's a 2-run lead now for Janice Lux, who will fly out this time around. It's out number 1, Jacob Sosa. Drops that up the middle for a single. And Connor McNasty hits into the fielder's choice. Almost double play. That's out number 2. And Vincent Aldridge grounding out to the third baseman. That will be out number 3. Solo shot scores a run. It's 4-2.
All right, so leading off here in the third for Lemurs is Ruben Ramirez, who hits one there up the middle to the center fielder, but that will be a single for him. Forrest Gump up now. He'll watch that one go by. He goes down looking. Lumpet Sullivan now hits that one out into the middle, and I believe that should be caught easily by the center fielder. So runner stays at first. Here's Burrow hitting that one right up into the infield there. One of those weird little out-of-the-park tricks there, but that will be the third out.
Alrighty. Still 4-2 here. We got John Doe Jr. Rips that one to right field, but it's going to be caught. Emerson to the second baseman, throws the first, and that's out number 2. Werewolf to the third baseman, throws the first, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go back to the Lemurs.
All right, up for the Lemurs now. Hot hitter Diddle McGee will be leading off here in the fourth. It's that one, past the second baseman, so that he will get on there. That's single, I believe. Here's Jaguar. Hits that one up the middle as well. And McGee will stay put there at second. Bonds now hits another one up the middle, and I believe the runner may score here. He will, maybe. Yes, he does. All right. Eliason now hits that one out into left, center, right, left. That's an out as well. So that's the first one there. Andrew Myth now hits that one, and that gets past the shortstop there. So another runner will score, and that will tie things up here. So runners on first and second here for the Lemurs, with only one out. And that one's up the right field line there. So that should score one at least. Oh, the other one's coming. Oh, no. That seems like a poor choice. That will not score. One runner will. It is 5-4 Lemurs now. Gump hits that one over to the shortstop, and that'll be the third out at first there. But some damage done for the Lemurs there in the bottom of the fourth.
Wow. So, yeah, they take the lead there on a 3-run inning. But don't think that the Bears are done just yet. They start off with a single by underrated. Although, Stevie Steve is going to hit into the double play, so that's two outs there, excuse me. And Janice Lux hitting it to the pitcher for out number 3. So, almost like they get a start at something, but quickly shut down there by the defense. Still 5-4.
O'Sullivan up now for the Lemurs. Right back to the pitcher, so that's an easy out at first. Miles Burrow now hits that one out to the second baseman, over to first for the second out. Diddle McGee here will go down on strikes, so that's an easy 3-up, 3-down there in the bottom of the fifth.
Alrighty, still 5-4 here. Jacob Sosa up to bat, and they're going to start us off with a full count walk. Connor McNasty to the second baseman, can't make a play. That's 2 on here, no outs for Vincent Aldridge. Drops that into right field. Is that going to load the bases? The runner's going to go for it, and they're going to tie it up 5-5. John
I
Doe
think
Jr.
that's the
now.
over too.
Yeah. No matter which team it's over. Marcus Emerson into left field. That's a bases loaded. Just went out for Werewolf. Who's going to hit it to the pitcher. Throws it home. Throws it first. That's almost a double play. They stopped the run from scoring, but it's only 2 outs. But underrated will strike out, so they do tie it up. Could have been a lot more there, but tie game.
All right, we have Jet Jaguar leading off for the Lemurs here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll watch that one go by. He goes down looking. Barry Bonds here. Hits that one up the middle. Nope, just kidding. It's an infield fly. That's 2 outs. Eliason here now hits that one out to right field where it will be caught for an easy 3rd out.
Alrighty, still a tie game here. We're in the top of the 7th. Steve up to bat. And they're going to start off with a strikeout swinging. Janice Lux, the DH, is going to get a walk here with a 1 out. Jacob Sosa hitting .333, but no RBIs, no home runs. I'm not sure what's up with that. Must be a new player. I don't know. McNasty loads the bases there on a walk. And a line drive to the right fielder is going to be out number 2. But the runner tags up and scores, so it's 6-5. And a fly ball to the right fielder by John Doe Jr. will be out number 3. Bears take the lead 6-5.
4th here. It is top of the order, though, here for the Lemurs, with Andrew Myth leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll hit that one past the shortstop there, so he'll be on base there with a single. Ramirez comes up now. That one is up the middle, caught by the center fielder, so Myth will stay put at first. Forrest Gump up now. That one's, oh, they tag him out there? Nope, didn't get him in time, still second. All right, but the batter goes down on strike, so no damage done there.
Yep, Bears still in the lead here, 6-5 with Emerson up to bat. That's going to be another walk. So, runner on first, no outs for Werewolf, who is going to hit into the double play. Excellent defense there. It's 2 outs for underrated. Going to hit that one to the gap in left field. It's going to be at least 2. And that's exactly what it will be as they slide into second. Steve. Wow, right through the second baseman. And that's going to be an RBI single, make it 7-5. Janice Lux up to bat here, and they're going to get a 4-ball walk. Wow, so 2 on here, 2 outs. Drops it into right field. Is that going to score a run? The throw is not in time. It's 8-5. Connor McNasty. What? Did the catcher catch that?
I'm not sure what happened there. But it was the 3rd out, whatever it was. Here's Miles Burrow now. Hits that one to the second baseman, who sends it over to first for an easy out there. Diddle McGee, once again, the hot hitter there, but he will hit it right over to the shortstop to first for the 2nd out. And we have Jet Jaguar here over to the 3rd baseman, who will not try to make the play. He's just going to hang on to that one. So runner on first for Barry Bonds here. And this time the shortstop will throw that one over to second for the 3rd out.
Alrighty. We are going to the top of the 9th. Bears with a 3-run lead. They're going to look to add on here. Aldridge starting off with a ground out for the first out. John Doe Jr. to the shortstop. Throws the first. That's out number 2. And Emerson is going to strike out. So last chance for the Lemurs here, down 3.
See if they can do it. We've got Eliason up here now. We'll hit that one over to the 3rd baseman, makes the throw to first for the first out. Back to the top of the order here, Andrew Myth will strike out swinging, so that's 2. So the Lemurs are down to their final out here. Let's see if Ruben Ramirez can get something going for them. Oh, he will hit that one over to the Shortstop there, and that will be the final out.
Yep, yep. So, looks like the Bears beat the Lemurs here 8-5. Uh, a bit of a slugfest here. 26 hits between both teams. Um, Looking at the box scores, see Stevie Steve with 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Lux with 3 RBIs as well on a 3-run homer. And 2 RBIs for Forrest Gump. Looks like Smithers getting their 7th win on the season. Goozer getting the save. Tsunami getting the loss. Player of the game is Stevie Steve.
I think they're saying in chat that you have to close the bet because you're the only one who can because you made it.
Okay. All right.
The prediction there.
Let me do that. If I can type. Choose outcome. Definitely over. Just to make sure. Should the total pitchers pitched under over .01?
Will there be a pitch?
Will there be a pitch? Yes. Okay. We have the Firehawks being Swifties 7-4 here. Looks like we got a few 2 RBI games for the Firehawks. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Dotson with 2 RBIs, Tree with 2 RBIs, Jardine with 2 RBIs. Brandonson getting the loss for State College, Grimes with the win, Beckett the save. Player of the game is Bubba Tree. We got the Dillos beating the Wheelers 7-5 here. Looks like a 3 for 4, 2 RBI game from McGee. Balto getting the loss, Itchy Nose the win. Player of the game is Fiddle McGee. We have the Dynamos beating the Flamingos here 7-3. 2 RBI games for Faraday, McLaughlin, and McGee. I can hear Miller with the win, Rodriguez the save, Kagamine gets the loss. Player of the game is Riddle McGee. Last but not least, we have the Hepcats beating the Kingpins here 4-3. 2 RBI game for Berserker, looks like the standout performance. Inkerbell getting the loss, O'Sullivan the win, and Big Sexy with the save. Player of the game is Newfoundland Berserker. So let's go to the majors now. Okay. We have the Vandals beating the Makos here 8-2. Looks like a 2 RBI game for King is the standout there. Baldelli getting the loss. Rogers getting the win. Player of the game is Dan King. We got the Voyagers. Static. Oh yeah, sorry, Ghost Hardware. I can't really do much about it. Voyagers beating the Crabs here 9-7. Got a 2 RBI game from Caldera and Ruiz as well. And cardboard cutout Derek Jeter. 2 3 RBI games on the New York side for Hunter and Kuntz at the top of the lineup. Crab getting the loss, McFlorida Man getting the win, and Abadir gets the save. Player of the game is Itakira Cloudera. We have Aviators beating the Surge 8-2 here. 3 RBI game for Bergen Cannon. Ripspod getting the win, Balkan getting the loss. Player of the game is Justin Ripspod. We have Sloths shutting out the Raptors here in a divisional bout. We got a 2 RBI game for Matata. King George getting the win, Johnson the save. Chank Daly gets the loss. Player of the game is King George the Third.
Holy errors, Raptors.
Yeah. Wow, 3? Yikes. Sea Serpents beating the Rougarous. Something you might not expect here. 6-2. 2 RBIs for Davis Campbell. 2 RBIs for Beauregard as well. Wow. Danny Sullivan getting their first win of the season here. they're 1-10 on the season now. Mazeroski gets the loss. Player of the game is Davis Campbell. We got Demons beating the Apex here 7-2. We got a 3 RBI game from Crashwagon. Dion getting the loss, Bobby Daring getting the win, and Duckworth Lewis gets the save. Player of the game is Bobby Daring. We got the Stars beating the Supernovas here 6-1. Looks like just a bunch of like multi-hit 1 RBI games. Munson 3 for 4 with an RBI, and Johnson 3 for 4 with an RBI. Sanchez getting the win. DJ Law gets the save. Baxter the loss. Player of the game is Giovanni Sanchez. Alrighty. And last but not least, we have the Scorpions shutting out the Toros here, 8-0. Looks like, wow, 4 2 RBI games, all kind of spread out there. McGibbon, Jacob, Boss Jr., and with 2 RBIs apiece. Benson getting the loss. Ratatouille gets the complete game shutout with 13 strikeouts. And of course, they are player of the game. Okay, so that finishes us off for today. Let's see what we have up next. And we have State College versus California. Okay. Let's see, do we have any stat info for this one? I don't know.
I'm checking.
Doesn't look like it. No. Do not. Unless I'm missing something.
No, I think the only minor stats I see is
Yeah, there's
Dynamos, Flamingos.
yeah. Okay. So, do we have a prediction? Do we need a prediction? Mr. Dom. What? 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 I like how Shane's like, I do predictions if Diesel's not here. I'm the streamer.
Diesel is not here. Can confirm.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do one, Shane, go ahead. Just let me know. I'll give you a minute to set that up. If not, that's okay as well. Why did I think that LBG was the other voice? Could not tell you. Could not tell you. LFG, love the skies.
We love you too.
Alrighty. Okay, we got total hits predictions. 17.5. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. We had, what, 26 last game? But that was a bit of a slugfest, so 17.5 seems reasonable. Pretty decent pitching matchup, too. Both pitchers kind of doing pretty well so far. Looks like it's mostly favoring the Firehawks, though. Pretty reasonable, I guess, but Sioux States are hitting pretty well. But of course, Firehawks always do well as well. So, be an interesting matchup. Everybody watched you get this wrong. Good luck with that, Pablo Sanchez. Okay, looks like predictions are closed, so we can go ahead and get started. We're at the Left Shoe Factory, so I guess I'll get the Swift Steeds.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie, we got James LeBlond up to bat first. LeBlond hit a line drive to the left fielder for out number 1. Brian Eshelman drops that into right field for a single. Ian Baez hits into the fielder's choice at second. Dweezil Paza hits that one high in the right field, and that's caught for out number 3. So 1 hit, but no runs scored.
All right. I'll bring up Encarnacion here for the Firehawks. Here in the bottom of the first. We'll hit that one out into right field where that one's going to make it through for a single. Slotseco now. Oh, nope. Encarnacion's going for second, and he will get thrown out there trying to take second. Slotseco will hit that one out into right field, though, so he'll get on base. And we have Kevin Dotson now, hitting that one right over the second baseman's head. So Slotseco advances to second, and Dotson on first. We've got Bubba Tree now hitting that one out into left field where it is caught by the left fielder. Runners will stay put. Stern hits one up the little infield fly there for the third out. Those fool me every time.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky with the overhead view. It's a 0-0 still. We got DeRosa grounding out to the shortstop. Noah Johns rips that one deep to left center, but it's caught at the warning track. Zay Johnson over the second baseman's head into right field. That's going to be a single. Larry Sportello straight to the third baseman, throws the second, gets the out. So another hit on the board. It stays 0-0.
All right, we have just the cheese up here now for the Firehawks. We'll hit that one to the right there in front of the pitcher. We'll get that one. I guess that did not get the out there, so runner on first there, but that'll be a double play, so it does not matter. Grimes Jr. now hits that one up into the middle there for a single. Jardine hits that one right to the shortstop, who will send it over to first for the third out.
Alrighty, so the hit count keeps going up, but no runs scored so far. As Blank Space gets a single. So, one on here, no outs for LeBlanc. Drops that in the right field, that's another hit. That's going to be a double, it might be an RBI. Runner's going to go for it, no throw. State College takes a 1-0 lead on the RBI double by LeBlanc. We're already up to 9 hits. Eshelman! Make that 10 hits and a home run! 2-run shot and it's 3-0. Wow. Wow. This is all these minors games been kind of a slugfest so far. Ian Baez is gonna strike out there. And that's only out number 1. Paza into the gap in right field. It bounces into oblivion. They're both just standing there. The runner's gonna stop at second probably for no good reason. It just moves over. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a ground rule double. Strikeout there, and another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts to end off the top of the third, and State College takes a 3-0 lead.
Back to the top of the order here for California. Encarnacion will hit that one right to the first baseman, who will take it to the bag for the first out. Slotseco hits one over to third base, and that's another out. And we've got Dotson up here now. We'll hit that one past the shortstop there, and that'll be a single for him. Bubba Tree up now. Hits that one right. Oh, and the second baseman's going to bobble it. So runners on first and second. Stern up now. We'll hit that one over to the third baseman, who will get the out at first. So getting out of some trouble there. But State College still has that 3-0 lead.
Yep. We're at 12 hits so far for the bettors out there. And make it 13. That is a double off the wall for Zay Johnson. Larry Sportello now rips that into right field. That one is gone. That's a 2-run homer. Make it 5-0 here. No outs for State College. Really starting to build a lead here. Doesn't feel this one-sided, but it is 5-0. Blank Space. The infield fly for out number 1. James LeBlanc rips that one into right field. Oh, but that one's caught at the wall. It's out number 2. Eshelman up the middle for a single with 2 outs here. Ian Baez will strike out. So, State College up 5-0 now.
Alrighty, we have the Cheese leading off here for California in the bottom of the fourth. We'll hit that one right over the second baseman's head. It came over to try and get that one, but that's a single. Smooth now. Oh, nope, they're going to try and throw him out. He's taken second, but he makes it there safely. And Smooth will work a walk. So runners on first and second for Grimes Jr. here with no outs. He hits that one to the second baseman, who will turn that one over to second for the double play there. Jardine now hits one out into right field, where it is caught by the right fielder. So despite the runners on there, no damage done for California here in the bottom of the fourth.
Alrighty. We got a line drive there by Pazza for out number 1. DeRosa grounding out to the shortstop for out number 2. And Noah Johns flies out for out number 3. Is that the first 3-up, 3-down inning for State College? I think it is.
I think it is. We are back to the top of the order here for California. Encarnacion hits that one out into right center, where it will be caught by the right fielder for the first out. Slaseco will hit that one out to left field, where it goes and goes and goes, and it is gone. That is a home run for Jose Slaseco. So ignoring that cold hitter mark there, will be a solo home run to get California on the board here in the fifth. And that will bring up Dotson here with 1 out. He tries to check his swing and does not, so he is down on strikes. Bubba Tree up now for California with 2 outs. We'll hit that one out into right field. It is deep. It has the distance. It is gone. So California putting up a fight here. That is a solo home run there for Bubba Tree, their center fielder. We've got Stern coming up now here for California, seeing if we can get some more of that 2-out damage. But no, he is down on strikes. So that will be it for California here, but 2 runs on the board for them here in the bottom of the fifth.
Wow, this game's pretty crazy. He's got a ground out here by Zay Johnson, and a line out there by Sportello. Blank space to the second baseman. That's another 3-up, 3-down inning. State College may be up by 3, but it really doesn't feel like the lead's that safe.
It's not. Let's see what the Cheese has to say about that. I think the Cheese just got plunked. He is taking his base. I got a little pixelation there. Smooth will hit that one straight up, and the catcher will come up to get that one. Grimes Jr. now hits that one out over the leaping second baseman to advance the runner to second. So runners on first and second here with 1 out for Jardine. It's that one over to the first baseman, who will send it to second for the force, but they will not turn 2 there. That's Encarnacion hits that one out into deep center, but that will be the 3rd out. So no damage done there for California in the bottom of the 6th.
Alright, if you're the Firehawks, you gotta be kicking yourselves right now. You had so many opportunities to score, but still down by 3, as the Blonde is gonna get a walk there. A fly out by Eshelman for out number 1 for the Swifties. Ian Baez to the third baseman, throws the second, throws the first. That's a double play. And so State College has been quieted down here for the last few innings.
Jose Slaseco, who hit that home run earlier, up here for the Firehawks now. Let's see if they can get something going. That one goes to the second baseman, who bobbles it, but I think he didn't get it over in time, so that's a single there for Slaseco. Dotson hits one up the middle there to advance the runner, and he's on first. Runners on first and second for Bubba Tree, who hits one right over to the second baseman. So look at the out at second, but runners on the corners now for Stern. Hits that one out into left field, where it is caught by the left fielder, but the runner's going to come home. So that should be another run there for California, cutting that Swifties lead to 2. The Cheese up now for California. Hits that one to the shortstop, who will get it over to second for the easy 3rd out there.
Wow. Okay, Firehawks score one more, make it a 2-run game, but they could have done something.
Dipping away at that lead.
Yeah. As Pazzo strikes out, offense from State College seems to have disappeared lately. As DeRosa will get a single into left field here with 1 out. Noah Johns hits that one high to left field. I don't think it's going to have enough steam. And it's caught at the warning track for out number 2. Zay Johnson grounding out to the shortstop for out number 3. So it stays 5-3.
Back to California now. We've got Chris Smoove up now, the DH for California, who does his job. Hits that one out into left field there for a single. Grimes Jr. up now. Will go down swinging. So that's 1 out here for California in the bottom of the 8th. Jardine here hits that one right to the shortstop, who gets it over to second, to first for the double play. So nothing done there for California in the bottom of the 8th.
Alrighty, so Steeds on top, but they're going to want to secure their lead as Sportello will strike out for out number 1. Blank space is going to fly out to the left fielder for out number 2. And LeBlond, kind of a little check swing there. Not sure what happened, but they get on base. And Eshelman dropping on the right field, so it's 2-1 here with 2 outs. Ian Baez now. Baez to the third baseman, and they're going to get the out at first for out number 3. So it's still 5-3. Last chance for the Firehawks.
All right, let's see if they can get something going here. Back to the top of the order here, Encarnacion. Swings at that one and misses, so he is down swinging. That's 1 out here. Let's go now. Been hitting pretty well tonight. We'll see. Hits that one over where it is caught by the first baseman. So Firehawks down to their final out. That one's out into left field there, so Dotson gets on with a single. Now we've got Bubba Tree. Someone over to the third baseman who sends it to second for the final out, and that will end the game.
Wow. Should have been a very winnable game for the Firehawks, but they leave a lot of runners on base. 24 left on base. That is insane. Double what State
Exciting
College.
game, though.
Yeah, it was a really good game. I mean, it was a lot closer than it looked. Looking here, we got Eshelman going 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs. 4 for 5 for Dotson as well. Looking here at the pitching. Alright, I didn't even talk about the score. Swift Steeds beating the Firehawks 5-3 on 25 hits. Lots of hits in these games. Claflin with the win. Stelling getting the save. Boyd Jr. getting the loss. Player of the game is Brian Eshelman. Alrighty.
Brian Eshelman, who, if you have not seen, is putting out some really good media. I'm just going to plug that.
I see their name there all the time. It's they write a ton. Looking here, we got Lemurs beating the Bears here 4-1. We got a 2 RBI game from Lumpo Sullivan. Millis getting the loss. They're 1-10 on the season. Definitely struggling. Jeremiah Junkball with the win. Bonita the save. Player of the game is Jeremiah Junkball. We got Kingpins beating the Hepcats here 5-4. A bunch of 1 RBI games, a bunch of multi-hit games for Chicago as well. We got a bunch of 2 for 5 1 RBI games here from Radiance Ham, Atlas Gray, Hulkenville, Applegate, as well as Justice going 3 for 4. We got, how do you say that?
That just looks like a key smash to me.
I don't know, but they got the win. A little smoothie Vert with the save. Winters getting the loss. Player of the game is Radiance Ham. And, wow, Count Dracula was ejected in the 2nd inning. That's tough. I had to ask whoever that player's name is. We got Dillos beating the Wheelers here 4-2. Got a 3 for 4 game for Shrub. Looking here, Jandy Ronson with the loss. Sunsun Yi with the win. Razik getting the save. Player of the game is Sunsun Yi. I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. Flamingos beating the Dynamos 8-2. 3 RBI game for Yuppers. Redacted getting the loss. Kagamine getting the win. Player of the game is Len Kagamine. Let's see here. That should finish for the minors. Is there majors games today? No, that makes it easy. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we got next here on the good old schedule? We have Dallas versus Florida. Okay.
And I think we actually do have stats for this one.
Yes. Let's see. Stat info. It's so far down now. This server has so many channels compared to what it used to. Okay. Dallas Dynamos at the Florida Flamingos. So the suggested prediction is over or under total runs at 10.5. Okay, let me clear my throat real quick. The Dallas Dynamos are currently 5th in the minor league wildcard race, but are doing so despite having the lowest ranking pitching staff in the minors. Dynamos pitchers rank 10th in every pitching category except for home runs allowed, walks allowed, and strikeouts, where they rank 7th. Kay Faraday won the Silver Stick in right field last season and is having an even better season, as she has improved in nearly every major category is on pace, to beat her 3.9 WAR from last season. Faraday has 45 steals already and has only been caught 4 times all season for a 92% steal success rate. That's insane. What?
He does. That's her whole deal.
Riddle McGee has been having an excellent sophomore season as he leads the Dynamos in RBI, OPS, and OPS Plus so far this season. McGee is hitting .372 against lefties with a .915 OPS and 3 home runs. McGee is 5 for 15 lifetime with 1 home run against the Flamingo starter Damian Jensen Crenshaw. I just butchered that. Damian Jansen Crenshaw. There we go. On the Florida Flamingos side, the Flamingos have the best ranking offense in the minors, ranking first or second in every offensive category, and look to take advantage of Dallas' poor pitching staff. The Flamingos rank 3rd in the wildcard race and are 1 game back of a first-round bye, which is currently held by the Chicago Kingpins. Yuppers made his 2nd All-Star game this season and has also improved upon his previous season. Excuse me. Yuppers leads the Flamingos in OPS, OPS Plus, and is tied for 2nd in WAR. Yuppers has a .412 career average against Dallas starter Dirty Dog in 12 at-bats. Stand Up had a slow start, but has turned on the heat since then. Up is 2nd all of the minor leagues in WAR, and is also 2nd stolen bases behind Faraday with 41, while only being caught 7 times. Stand Up has a .414 OBP and an .830 OPS in his career against Dallas. Wow, lots of stolen bases going on here. It might be pretty entertaining to watch. Hopefully, we get to see a few. Let's see. Looks like predictions are ready to go, so we can get started. And we are at the Mount. Is that Florida's like new name now? I don't know what their ballpark name is. I'm gonna assume that is. So,
Not sure.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Dynamos and hope I'm correct.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we got Kay Faraday leading us off. Grounding out to the first baseman, Dennis McLaughlin. High fly ball to left field is caught at the warning track. 2 outs for Elliott Spencer. Hits another high fly ball, kind of the same area, not as far. And that's going to be a fly out for out number 3.
Alrighty. Leading off for the Flamingos here in the first, we have got Stand Up, the left fielder. We'll hit that one out into center field where it will be caught for the first out. Bark Bark Wolfruff with the terrifying face gen here. It's one up the middle. That should get him on base with a single. Uh, Javithany Brizzo hit this one. Oh, nope, just kidding. He's going to steal second there. So now Javithany Brizzo will hit that one to center field, and they'll throw that one in to keep the runner from going anywhere. Babe Bufflin now hits that one to the shortstop, who will send it over to first for the final out there.
Alrighty. We got Riddle McGee past the shortstop into center field for a single. Oh, the shortstop not having a good time as Caught So hits a single. Nelson Cook with a fly up to the center fielder. So that's going to be out number one. Still two on here with one out for Pine, who's going to load the bases. Pablo Sanchez. Here's your big shot. And it's going to be a fly out to left field, but it might be an RBI. And it is. So, sacrifice fly. Makes it 1-0 here. 2 outs. Boston Edler to the second baseman. Throws to first, and that's out number 3. Dallas with a 1-0 lead. I like
Here in the middle of the order here is Yup Yuppers up for Florida. We'll hit that one over to the shortstop, over to first for the easy out. Here's Eddie Garr, the designated hitter, hits that one over to third, and that will get sent over to first for the out. Bryant now hits that one over to the first baseman. I apologize if you can hear my dogs barking. They are being very loud right now. That is the final out there for Florida.
Alright, luckily didn't have too much to have to talk about there. Kind of a quiet inning for Florida. As there's a ground out there for out number 1. McLaughlin getting a single in the left field. Elliott Spencer, fly ball to the center fielder. That's out number 2. We got Riddle McGee, hot hitter. And they're going to stay hot. They hit a single into right field, puts runners on the corners. Caught So to the second baseman. Throws to first. That's out number 3. Yeah, I know. I'm super quiet. I'm trying to keep the static out. Sorry.
The dog is losing it. We have a landscaper here, apparently. Here's Jeff the Giraffe, who will go down on strikes. We've got Rob Cena Jr. up here now. Gets that one out into right field, where it will be caught by the right fielder for the second out. Stand Up now also going down on strikes. So that's an easy 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the third.
Oops. Alright. We got Cook there with a fly out. Pine past the shortstop for a single with 1 out. Excuse me. That one's hit deep to left field, and that one is gone. That is a 2-run homer for Pablo Sanchez. I know you're in the chat. Look at that. You make it 3-0 Dallas. Still 1 out here for Edler. Into left field for a single. Kay Faraday will hit into the fielder's choice. Let's see if they try to go for a steal. They do. Oh, did they get thrown out? No, they made it. Wow. Insane speed. And McLaughlin will line out to the center, or the second baseman, excuse me, for round number 3. It's 3-0 Dallas.
All right, we have Bark Bark Wolfruff up now. We'll go down on strikes. I believe my dogs are on the porch now, so hopefully that's over. We have Javithany Brizzo now up for Florida. Hits that one out to the shortstop, who's just gonna hang on to it. Just don't want to risk anything there. Bufflin hits one out into right field that'll advance the runner. So Bufflin on first here, Brizzo on second for Yup Yuppers. Hits that one to the shortstop, and they will turn 2 there. So that is the third out for Florida here in the bottom of the fourth.
Alrighty, we got a single there for Spencer and McGee with a fly out. Caught So up the middle for a single. It's 2 on here with 1 out for Nelson Cook. who is going to fly out to the right fielder for out number 2. Jack Pine drops that in the left field. It's gonna load the bases. No, the runner's gonna go for it. Make it 4-0. Pablo Sanchez having an excellent game so far. Gets a single there, scores a run. That is, I think that's their 4th RBI of the game. It's 5-0. Boston Edler. Oh, I guess that dropped in front of the fielder. So, bases loaded. And that one is hit deep to right field, and that's a grand slam for Kay Faraday. Wow. 9-0 here. All of a sudden, it's a 6-run inning. And Faraday just cleared the bases.
Out of hand, huh?
Dennis McLaughlin strikes out, and that finally ends the inning, but Dallas completely in control.
I've got some weird pixelation on my screen here, but I'm gonna try and tough it out. We got Eddie Garr now, who will yeah, I cannot see what happened there. That one goes over to the third baseman, who will send that over to first for the out. There's Jeff the Giraffe now, who goes down on strikes. So that'll be 3 up, 3 down there for Florida here in the bottom of the 5th.
You gotta kind of feel bad for Florida here if you're watching this game. They're at home and they're losing 9-0 as Elliott Spencer strikes out. Riddle McGee is gonna get a walk here. That one's dropped into right field for a single. Like caught so 2 on here with 1 out for Nelson Cook. Who is going to hit into the fielder's choice? It's 2 outs here, runners on the corners. Jack Pine, who flies out to right field for out number 3.
All right, let's see if the Flamingos can get anything done here in the bottom of the 6th. We're leading off here is Rob Cena Jr., the center fielder. Hits that one out into right field where it will be caught for the first out. Back to the top of the order here, we've got Stand Up. Hits that one down the line there into right field, and he's going to go for 2, and he will get 2. It's a double there for Stand Up. Bark Bark Woof Ruff here will work a walk. So runners on first and second now for Javithany Brizzo. Hits that one right over to the first baseman, who will tag the base, but runners advance. Runners on second and third for Babe Bufflin, who goes down on strikes. So Dallas getting out in trouble there in the bottom of the 6th.
Yep, Dirty Dog's still in. We got Pablo Sanchez having a hell of a game so far. Can't get them all, though. They'll fly out this time. Boston Edler grounds out to second baseman. That's out number 2. We got Kay Faraday. Hit a grand slam in their last at bat. They will fly out for out number 3 this time around.
All right. We have hot hitter Yup Yuppers up here for Florida to lead off in the bottom of the 7th. Yup Yuppers hits that one right up the middle. We'll get on first easily there. Eddie Garr, the designated hitter, hits that one over to the second baseman. The shortstop to second to first for the double play. Bryant now. Catcher dropped that one, but they recovered from that to throw it over to first for the third out.
That is rough. Really just not getting any luck there, Florida, as McLaughlin is going to ground out. Elliott Spencer now is going to ground out to the third baseman for out number 2. Riddle McGee with a walk. And that's out number 3 by Cott. So, Pablo Sanchez, it looks like you're hitting both ways. Supposed to be a righty. I can check that after the game.
The Giraffe here will work a walk. So 1 runner on here for Rob Cena Jr. with no outs. It's that one out into left center. The left fielder will catch that one, so that's the first out there. Stand up now for Florida. It's that one out into right field. That will be caught for the second out. Bark Bark Woof Ruff now. It's that one over right to the first baseman. So 3 outs there pretty quickly for Florida in the bottom of the 8th.
All right. Top of the 9th. Dallas up by 9. And Nelson Cook will fly out for out number 1. Jack Pine will get a single. Pablo Sanchez strikes out for out number 2. And Boston Edler getting a walk there. I'm very tired of Windows notifications. As Faraday gets out for out number 3.
All right. We've got Javithani Brizzo leading off for Florida here, bottom of the 9th. He will work a walk, so 1 runner on here. It's a pretty steep hill here for Florida to climb. Babe Bufflin hits that one right up the middle. Runner's gonna stop at 2nd. So 2 on here for Yup Yuppers, the hot hitter with no outs. Oh, and now it's gonna be 2 outs there. So he hits that one directly to the shortstop, and they will turn 2. Eddie Garr hits this one out into left field, and this should be the final out, and it is.
Wow.
R.I.P.
Tough game there for Florida. Getting absolutely demolished at home. You hate to see it. Dynamos beat the Flamingos 9-0. Faraday with the grand slam. Sanchez getting 4 RBIs of their own. Dirty Dog gets the win. They go 7 to 3rd, no earned runs, and Jansen Crenshaw gets the loss. Player of the game is Dirty Dog. Okay, I want to check this first to make sure for Pablo Sanchez. Did get under? What was the bet? It's 9-0. Yeah, is under. Okay, let me check Pablo Sanchez real quick, because that's something I don't want to forget about if it's incorrect. Dynamo's roster, Pablo Sanchez. Bats righty. Yeah, okay, so it is wrong. So I'll fix that first. Excuse me. Okay. So we have the Wheelers beating the Dillos here 5-1. Okay, yeah. Wheelers beat the Dillos 5-1. We got a 2 RBI game, 3 for 4 for Bobby Roode. Gusto getting the complete game, 9 innings, 1 earned run. They get the win. Nini the loss. Player of the game is Huncho Gusto. Kingpins beat the Hepcats here 5-2. 3 RBIs for Anchovy. Lil Smoothie Vert getting the win. Hank the loss and the blown save. Player of the game is Anchovy. We got the Lemurs beating the Bears here 3-1. Looks like a 2 RBI game for O'Sullivan, and Ramirez going 4 for 4 with an RBI. Bumble's getting the loss. Schramm the win. Tsunami the save. Player of the game is PM Schramm. And last but not least, wow, the Firehawks were mad about last game, and they beat up on the Swifties 15-3.
That's some revenge there.
Yeah, we got a 4 RBI game for the Cheese, 3 RBI game on 4 for 5 for Smooth, 4 RBIs for Grimes. That's insane. Trent Bolt Jr. with the loss. Thompson getting the win. Player of the game is Chris Smooth. Alright, now we go to the majors. We got the Crabs beating out the Serpents here 2-0. A bit of a tank bowl here. I shouldn't be saying anything as a Maui GM, but yeah. Hammersmith with the loss. Carsey getting the win, Murley the save. Not much in terms of hitting here. Player of the game is Kid Carsey. We got Apex being the Surge here 10-4. We got a 3 RBI game from Parmalee, 3 RBIs for Taters. Maple getting the win, Barron the save. Havoc gets the loss. Player of the game is Jimbo Slice. We got Supernovas beating the Voyagers here 5-2. 2 RBI game for Joe Burrow. Bill the Hill the win. Sievart the loss. Player of the game is Bill the Hill. We got OBX beating the Demons here 3-2. 2 RBI game from Drakenberg. Orquídez Garcia gets the loss. Ray's Funk the win. Pozo the save. Player of the game is Ray's Funk. We got the Sloths walking off the Stars here 4-3, scoring all 4 of their runs in the last 2 innings. Looks like a 2 RBI game for San Antonio and a 2 RBI game for Gofford. Looks like Bobby McDonald Jr. with the walk-off single. Mixon getting the loss and the blown save. Slim Dugan getting the win. Player of the game is Lucky El Charo. 7 innings, 0 earned runs, and they still don't get a decision. That is tough. Raptors beating the Rougarous 12-3. That's a pretty good game for Bridget Westfall. 4 for 6 with 5 RBIs. And 3 runs scored. Wow. DeFerrari getting the loss. Waller the win. Paul the save. Player of the game is Bridget Westfall. We have the Makos beating the Scorpions here 4-2 with 4 less hits. We got a 2 RBI game for Stein. Morgan the win, or the loss, excuse me. Gonzalez the win. Omega the save. Player of the game is Stephanie Morgan. Wow, despite getting the loss, they did go 6 2/3, 3 earned. And last but not least, we have Vandals walking off the Toros in the bottom of the 13th, 2-1. Looks like Sakalaj hitting a solo home run to walk it off for the Vandals. Hamburger the loss. Silliams getting the win. Player of the game is Brewstar Lemonade. And that finishes us off for today. And we have next let's see, we got a quick sim day. And then we have 2 prime times after that. I can't speak apparently. All games today. Apex beat the Surge here 7-5. 2 RBIs for Mouse, 2 for Quinn. Dangley goes 5 innings, 5 earned. Bolanos the win. Sutherland the loss. Player of the game is Johnny Tsunami. Voyagers walk off the Supernovas 5-4. Weedham Boys got a RBI single for the game-winning run. Bogaskew with 3 RBIs. Sketchy Dart getting the loss and the blown save. McFlorida getting the win. Player of the game is Pork Torkelton, going 7 2/3, 1 earned. OBX beating the Demons here 4-0. 2 RBIs by Tex Walker. Mitchell getting the loss. Cato getting the win. Pozo the save. Player of the game is Walker Cato. We got Sloths beating the Stars here 6-3. 2 RBIs by Buswell. 5 for 5 game for Jimenez. Excuse me. Johnson the loss. Rayner getting the win. When will these notifications stop? Rayner getting the win. Yep. Rodriguez Jr. the save. Player of the game is Chris Jimenez, who ties the SAS regular season game record for hits with 5. And there was a rain delay of 69 minutes. It's very specific. Excuse me. Vandals beat the Toros here 2-1. an RBI apiece for Lodge and Magicomo. Robert getting the loss. Digger Jr. the win. Silliams the save. Player of the game is Greg Digger Jr. Why do I feel like I missed this? I looked at it. Yeah, I did. I don't know why I feel like I didn't. Rougarous beat the Raptors here 8-6. Despite the Raptors having 16 hits to 6. What?
Ow.
Vidal Valor with 6 RBIs. Oh my.
Fowler was just like, no, we're not losing this game. You guys sit down, I got this.
That is insane. McDougal with the win. Yeater the save. Lucas getting the loss. Player of the game is Vidal Valor. Alright. Makos, you're not supposed to be winning. To beat the Scorpions 4-0. Looks like we got a 2 RBI game from Hunt's Catsup and a 2 RBI game from Funny Man. Sims gets the loss despite going 8 innings. Oh man, that is tough. Salchicha the win. 8 innings, 14 strikeouts. What? Salchicha, you're crazy. I know I'm getting too excited about my own team, but Salchicha player of the game, and they set the Maui Mako's regular season game record for strikeouts with 14, as well as 12 and 13. Alrighty. So, move on to the last game for the majors here. And we got the Sea Serpents beating the Crabs here 3-1 in the 12th. No, 4-2. Excuse me. 4 runs scored in the 12th inning. And Davis Campbell going crazy. Nalot going 4 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Singh getting the win. Crab the loss. Player of the game is Adam Melot. Eating hot chicken cup. Is that a thing, Moosey? I want to try that. Very jealous now. Okay, miners?
Oh, I want a cup noodle.
There's no miners today. Yeah, I don't know why. Noodles sound good. Even
Really
though I'm
does.
having, what is it? I'm having fettuccine alfredo tonight.
Oh.
Which is, I guess
I have
that's
pot
noodles.
roast waiting for me upstairs, so I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, 1 for 6 going crazy. I just meant that he used the go ahead run. But I guess that is not going crazy. But you know what I mean. I'm confident.
You might have gone crazy about it. You never know.
Well, since it's Dylan, yeah, that's probably the only possible outcome. We got OBX versus Indy for primetime number 2. Ooh, this is gonna be a good game. Alrighty. Let's go look at our stat info for streamers. I think this one was Colby. Yes. Alright. There are 2 great teams. These are... I already started off wrong. These are 2 great teams with a lot in common, and it's no surprise they are 1-1 against each other so far this year. The Aviators have thrived on a small ball focus, leading the Legends in batting, on-base percentage, steals, and runs. The Apex infielders look to counter that as all have positive zone rating and a 10.2 combined. It seems it'll be difficult for the Aviators to get a hit parade style. It seems it'll be difficult for the Aviators to get a hit parade style offense going. I don't understand how to read that. However, the Indy Park factors favor the Aviators slightly more than the Apex. The strength of Outer Banks remains their depth. Every batter on the Aviators is hitting over 250, which no other team can boast. And the team as a whole is batting .301. Their aggressive stealing is right on / below the line of value with only 72.9% success. That could bite them in the ass, given the Indy catcher Bendover has cut down 43% of base stealers this season. Bob Beaumont hasn't recorded a decision since OBX's 11-3 win against Vancouver over a month ago. A right-handed pitcher, he's been more effective on the road than at home, but that won't help him in Indy. And on the Indianapolis side, Despite leading the champions in TPE, the Apex are currently third in conference standings due to a disappointing road record. That won't be bothering them tonight as they play in the Brickyard, and while you may think of the Apex as going fast, they do a lot of damage just walking. See, excuse me. Okay, as they lead both conferences in walks, it's not until then that they accelerate, succeeding on 85% of their steal attempts. Shifty Lagoose has recorded a decision in every game he's started so far this year. Like Beaumont, he is also a right-handed pitcher in a left-handed park, but he is still having a fantastic season, second in ERA and WAR among the Champions League. That was a mouthful. Alrighty. Let's see, do we have a bet going on here? Yeah, it's close, so we're good to go. So I'll go ahead and take OPX. Excuse me. I almost said OPX. Dang it, AW. OBX. It looks like a very one-sided matchup, but the
You never know.
Yeah, there isn't too big of a gap. It's just two very good teams with OPX kind of having a slight lead in the depth department. Primetime number 2. For everybody keeping score. And we got Dub City with that horrifying face gen, dropping a single into left field. Arno Drakenberg, solo base attempt. And they are safe, so runner in scoring position for Drakenberg. Lines out to the left fielder who makes a great diving catch. Willie Colon to the shortstop, throws to first, and that's out number 2. Runner on third for Burgeon Cannon. He's going to drop that into center field. That's an RBI. Make it 1-0 OBX. Said it goes away when there's background noise? I don't know what to do about that, hummus.
Interesting. Like if you turn up the out of the park volume, I don't know. Johnny Tsunami here up now for Indianapolis. We'll hit that one out into right field. It is deep. It is gone. So Indianapolis striking right back, tying it up here with no outs here in the bottom of the first. And that will bring up Zach Mouse. Zach Mouse will work a walk. So he's on first here for Jimbo Slice. Comes up here, still no outs. Zach Mouse trying to steal second there. It does so safely. Jimbo Slice hits this one out into right field. That's going to be a single for him. Runners on the corners now here for Ben Dover, the hot hitter. And that one is up so far. I cannot see it, but it should be caught by the left fielder. But the runner's going to come home. So that will give Indianapolis the lead here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. Sailor Twift hits this. Oh, nope. Just kidding. It was a stolen base. So runner on second now for Sailor Twift, who goes down on strikes. Dustin Parmalee now. It's that one out into left center there, and that'll score another run there. Parmalee to second there with a double. Indianapolis up 3-1 now in the bottom of the first. Jody Quinn hits that one right up the middle. It will be caught by the center fielder to retire the side. So Indy doing some damage there in the bottom of the first, up 3-1 as we head to the second.
Yep, this game already delivering on kind of what we were expecting. A very good matchup so far. Riverboat getting a walk, so that's 2 on here with no outs for Tex Walker. Young player having a great season. They're going to hit into the fielder's choice. That's runners on the corner. 1 out for Swift. Stolen base attempt is going to put both runners in scoring position for Swift, who is going to fly out to shallow left field. No tag up there, so a bit of a wasted opportunity, but shortstop can't make a play, so it's 3-2 there. Dub City getting the RBI. Drakenberg to the wall. It's off the wall. It's going to score at least 1. It might score 2. Runner rounding third. Throw. Not in time. It's 4-3 OBX. Willie Colon past the second baseman. That might score another run. And it is. That's an RBI single. Might be an error. Not sure, though. It's not. 5-3. Stolen base attempt is safe. Burgeon Cannon, hot hitter. But they are going to pop out in the infield. But OBX makes it 5-3.
Got Eagle Eyes, the designated hitter up here for Indy. We'll hit that one right to the first baseman, who will take it to the bag himself for the first out. Wonder Franco hits that one up the middle to the center fielder, so 2 quick outs here. Johnny Tsunami, another one right to the center fielder, who will catch. Nope, it's over his head, all the way to the warning track there. So that is a double for Johnny Tsunami. Zach Mouse up now, and he will go down on strikes. So Johnny Tsunami is real deep double there, wasted as the Indianapolis Apex go up. Go 3 up, 3 down.
All right, we got Litteris hits a towering shot left field, and that one is gone. 6-3. OBX piling it on now. Dan Halen striking out for out number 1. Linus Riverboat. The second baseman throws to first. That's out number 2. And Tex Walker, towering his shot to right field, is caught at the warning track, and that's out number 3. 6-3 now. OBX on top.
All right, Jimbo Slice up now for Indy. He'll go down swinging. So 1 out now for Ben Dover. Ben Dover hits this one out into center field, where it is caught for the second out. Sailor Twift now, the second baseman, hits that one. Ooh, little blooper there in the infield, but they grab that one and send it over to first for the third out.
Alrighty. We have Tyler Swift, who will strike out for out number 1. Dub City up to bat. Dub City fly out to shallow right field. That's out number 2. Dreckenberg will strike out. So 3 up, 3 down there for OBX. It's the first time so far in this game.
All right, Dustin Parmalee up now for Indy. We'll watch that one go by. We'll work a walk there. So runner on first with no outs for Jody Quinn. Jody Quinn will go down looking. So 1 out now for Eagle Eyes. The runner on first still. That one gets past the diving shortstop there. So Eagle Eyes safely on first. Wonder Franco hits that one out into left field, but the shortstop will come over and catch that for the second out. Johnny Tsunami hits one right up the middle to the center fielder, who will catch that. So OBX getting out of a little danger there in the bottom of the 4th.
And we got Willie Colon. Towering fly ball. Caught in left center. Persian Cannon up to bat. And they are going to ground out 2. The second baseman, Litteris, is going to get a walk. So now it's Dan Halen with 2 outs, and they will strike out. So runner on, but they did not score. It stays 6-3.
All right. Indy looking to erase some of this lead, but Zach Mouse will go down swinging, so that won't do it. Let's see what we got here. We got Jimbo Slice coming up for Indy next. He'll watch that one go, so he goes down looking. So that's 2 quick outs there for Indy. And then Bend Over will work a walk. So runner on first here for Sailor Twift. Here with 2 outs. And Sailor Twift will go down on strikes as well for the final out.
We got Riverboat getting a single into right field. Tex Walker up to bat. That one is hit to the wall. It's off the wall. No, was that caught? It was caught! Whoa, what a play. So 1 out here with 2 on. Oh, that might be a double play, and it is. So Indy gets out of a jam. It stays 6-3. So great defense there.
Normally leading off for Indy now here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll be an out there at first. Jody Quinn, watch that one go by, so he's down looking. So that's 2 outs quickly here for Indy in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Eagle Eyes. Eagle Eyes hits this one out into right field, where it will be caught by the right fielder, and that is 3 outs.
Alrighty. This game went from a very interesting game to a very boring game very quickly. As Dreckenberg grounds out, round number 1. been 6-3 here for a while. As Willie Cologne's gonna get a walk. And Virgin Cannon will ground out for round number 2. Litteris. Towering shot. What just happened? The ball. Oh man, that was the weirdest hit I've ever seen. It dropped so fast. But it's an RBI and it's 7-3 all of a sudden. And Dan Halen's gonna beat out a throw, so runners on the corners. Riverboat strikes out. That was the weirdest hit. Like it bounced off.
It's
an
weird, a
invisible
little
roof.
bounced.
Yeah.
All right, we got Wonder Franco up here for Indianapolis in the bottom of the 7th. I'll hit that one right to the second baseman, who sends it over to first for the first out. Back to the top of the order, Johnny Tsunami up for Indy now. We'll hit that one to the second baseman as well. Repeat. And Zach Mouse hits that one out into right field, but it is not got the distance, so that will be the third out.
Alrighty, it looks like Hummus has already given up on this game. 7-3 OBX. Tex Walker with a strikeout. Tyler Swift down the third base line. It's caught. Thrown out for round number 2. And Dub City will ground out to the shortstop. So 3 up, 3 down.
All right, Jimbo Slice up here now as Indy's hopes are dwindling here in the bottom of the 8th. Let's see if he can get anything done. That one is deep, 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 but it is caught there. I believe the center fielder came over to grab that one on the warning track. Bend over now, hits that one right to the third baseman, who sends it over to first for the second out. Sailor Twift hits this one also to the shortstop, who will send that over to first, and that will be 3 outs there for Indy.
Alright, maybe Hummus God was onto something. It's top of the 9th here. Still 7-3. Drakenberg, strikeout for out number 1. Willie Cologne. It's that one to the gap in left field. That's going to be a double. With 1 out. Virgin Cannon will strike out for out number 2. Litteris. Over a 1 OPS right now. Will fly out for out number 3. Last chance for Indy here. Down 4.
All right, Dustin Parmalee will lead off here for Indy in the bottom of the 9th. If they want to try and make a comeback here, we'll check his swing there and work a walk. So a runner on first here for Jody Quinn with no outs. Jody Quinn hits one out into, oh, nope, just kidding. The second baseman's going to grab that one. So Eagle Eyes will hit this one past the second baseman. So the runner will advance. Runners on first and second for Wonder Franco, who will go down looking. So Indy down to their final out here, Johnny Tsunami, and he will swing and miss on that one. And that will do it.
Alrighty. Excuse me. Benchley. That's a good name. Aviators being the apex here, 7-3. Excuse me. 2 RBIs for Drakenberg, 2 for Litteris. Beaumont getting the win. Lagoose getting the loss. Player of the game is Bob Beaumont. Oh man, I saw this in the box scores. Toros walk off the Makos in the bottom of the 10th, 4-3. Looks like Will Fisher hitting a solo home run. Let's see here. 3 for 4 game from Stein, really kind of one that stands out to me. Omega the loss, Wheatfall getting the win. Player of the game is Viagetti. We got the Rigaroos beating the Crabs here, 8-1. 3 RBI game from Valor. Just kind of going on a tear all of a sudden. Evans the loss. Nakamura getting the win. Player of the game is Hiro Nakamura. Scorpions beat the Surge here, 13-4. 4 RBIs for Finn Reese. Excuse me. 4 for 5. 4 RBIs for Hodge. Rolo getting the loss. Farnworth the win. Player of the game is Dylan Hodge. Got Voyagers being the Sea Serpents here 10-6. 3 RBIs for Kuntz, 3 for Swerve. Oh, and 3 RBIs for McGruff as well. Whole Horse getting the win. Crocodile the save. Harry Balls gets the loss. Player of the game is Scruff McGruff. We got Sloths being Supernovas 12-1. 4 for 5. 3 RBIs for Abbott. 5 RBIs for Bobby McDonald Jr. Greer getting the win. McQuack the loss. Player of the game is Christy Abbott. Demons beating the Vandals here 1-0. The 1 RBI coming from Stack and Paper. Takahashi gets the loss. Vaughn getting the win. Player of the game is Ricky Vaughn. Last but not least, we got Raptors beating the Stars here 4-3. 2 RBIs from Westfall. 2 RBIs from Smith. Matty Paul getting the win. Riddle the save. Kuramochi gets the loss. Player of the game is Vivi Zielman. And you probably have minors games. Yeah, we do. We got Flamingos beating the Lemurs here 3-2. 2 RBIs by Forrest Gump. Chinapi with the loss. Todoroki the win. Pepe the save. Player of the game is Shoto Todoroki. We got Hepcats beating the Bears here 5-4. 4 RBIs on 3 for 3 for underrated. O'Sullivan the win. Big Sexy the save. Boost Goozer getting the loss. And the blown save. Player of the game is underrated. Losing is winning in Seattle. It's pretty good. I like it. We got Dillos beating the Succeed 7-3. 2 RBIs by Okamoto, 3 from McGee, 2 from Barnold. Baez with 2 RBIs. Daig with the win. Ichino's the save. Brandonson getting the loss. Player of the game is Fiddle McGee. And got Kingpins beating the Wheelers here 10-7. 2 RBIs for Hulken, Vettel, Lane, and Ham. And then 3 RBIs for Justice. 3 RBIs for Kapokrasov. Wow. Mitch the T-Rex getting the win. That name, I can't say it. I don't know how to pronounce it. With the save, Ragnarok the loss. Player of the game is Radiance Ham. Last but not least, we have Firehawks beating the Dynamos 5-3. 2 RBIs for the Cheese. 3 RBIs for McGee going 3 for 4. Smaxson getting the win. Beckett the save. Red getting the loss. Player of the game is Josh Smaxson. So that ends it off for today. We have one more prime time, and that would be, I think it's Boise. Let me check. Yeah, Boise versus Nashville. Okay.
Alrighty.
So let's check our stats here. Let's see. Okay, the prediction they're suggesting here is an over-under of 15.5 strikeouts. Starting off. The Nashville Stars are off to a blistering start as they currently hold the PB's best record at 44-14. One game ahead of the defending champion Aviators, the Stars have the best record in the PB at home at 22-3. The Stars' offense has been very productive as they rank no lower than 4th in any given offensive category and find themselves second in most. The Stars have also thrown well, as it's a similar story with their pitching staff ranking no lower than 5th and being ranked 3rd in most pitching stats. The Stars have the best record in the league in one-run games at 18-4, with the next best team being the Apex at 10-3. The Boise Raptors currently lead the Legends West, and are just one game ahead of the Vancouver Vandals. The Raptors have the worst road record of any of the division leaders in PBE at 10-15. The Raptors are 19-12 this season against left-handed pitching, and with the Stars sending second-year southpaw Giovanni Sanchez to the mound, will look to take advantage early and score some runs off of him. For the Stars, Giovanni Sanchez will take the mound against the Raptors. Sanchez made 5 starts in the month of June and had a 6.66 ERA and 24.1 innings pitched, going 1-1 in those starts. Despite having the exact same ERA as he did last season, Sanchez has improved most of his rate stats quite significantly, including his FIP improving by over run from 5.90 to 4.37. Catcher Cade Munson is having a career season as he's beaten or is on pace to beat nearly every single career high he has. Munson is leading the Champions Conference in OBP and is only behind the New Orleans two-headed monster Paulo DiStefano Jr. Naz Hamed for the OPS lead. Munson is 2/10 away from tying his career high in WAR and ranks 4th in the Champions Conference in WAR this season. Despite that, he's only 3 for 15 against Boise starter in his career and looks to turn that around. Jason Buswell is also having the best season of his career so far and also looks to set career highs in many of his personal statistics. Buswell has been damaging against right-handed pitching this season, posting an OPS of over 1 against them, with 16 of his 25 extra base hits coming against righties. Watch out for Buswell to do same damage against Daly. And that was just the Star stats. Now we have the Raptor stats. Okay. Boise sends Cenk Daly to the mound against Nashville, who is currently having the best season of his young career. The 4th-year major leaguer is currently at 2 WAR, which is 1/10 of way below his career high set 2 seasons ago. Daly has been very streaky so far this season, as his ERA in April and June is currently 2.43, while his ERA in May and July is 7.75. Designated hitter Petra Sabor is having a down year for Boise, as pretty much all of her stats are the lowest they've been in 3 seasons. Sabor's home runs are especially telling, as she went from slugging 32 home runs last season to just 7 through just after the halfway point of the season. However, Sabor has been very good against lefties, with 5 of her 7 home runs coming off of them this season. Her slugging against lefties is 466 compared to just 305 against righties. Matthew Paul has been having another fine season in the bullpen for the Raptors as a relief pitcher. Paul leads the Legends Conference in total strikeouts by 15 and has the highest K per 9 at 16.2. Which is a full 4 strikeouts better than the next pitcher. Paul also has the lowest opponent batting average allowed by a significant margin, .181, with the next lowest being .210. Despite that, this is the highest ERA Paul has had in 5 seasons now, as it is currently at 3.1. Ooh, that was a mouthful.
You did great.
Okay, let's get started. Wait, is there a prediction?
There already was. It is gone. It is come and gone.
Yeah,
it was strikeouts, I think.
Yeah. I just wondered because Air Crew asked, and
yeah.
There. Okay, we are. So I'll do. Unless, do you want to do Boise this one or?
I can do Boise.
Okay, I'll do Nashville for this one.
All right. All right, leading off here for Boise is Bridget Westfall. Bridget Westfall hits one over to the third baseman, who will send that over to first for the out there. It's close, but that is an out. Andrew Oram will work a walk. He's doing that a lot this year. 2 line up now. We'll watch that one go by, and he will walk as well. So 2 runners on with 1 out here for Petra Sabor. Oh. Petra will hit that one out, and the shortstop will go back to catch that one. So 2 outs now for Johnny Pluto, who hits that one over to third base, and that'll be the 3rd out there at second. So nothing doing for the Raptors there in the top of the 1st.
All right, we got Thomas Rose up to bat, and they're gonna drop a single into right field. Ooh, stolen base attempt. They are safe. Cade Munson is going to get a walk. So 2 on here. No outs for Brandon Fry. Brandon Fry drops that in the right field. Down the line. It's going to score at least 1. And that's exactly what they'll get. They're getting an RBI double. And there's 2 runners in scoring position. No outs for Buswell, who strikes out. Johnson is going to get a walk. So bases loaded. 1 out for Crunk. And Crunk strikes out. Bongo Luongo. 1 more chance. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder, and it's going to score a run. Base is still loaded for Jimmy Smith now. And Smith will line out to the left fielder. Nashville had a lot of chances, but they only scored 2 runs there.
Leading off here in the top of the second for Boise is Parker Beecham, the scrub, who hits one right to the third baseman. We'll send that over to first for the first out. RJ Menard now up for Boise. Hits this one right into center field where it will be caught for the second out. That'll bring up Vlad Bodnar, who will go down on strikes.
Alrighty, so Nashville up again, and they have BJ Fox. Past the pitcher, second baseman can't make a play, so they're going to get a single. Thomas Rose barely beat out by the throw for out number 1. Munson into the gap in left field. That's going to be an RBI double at least. They are going to slide into second. So 3-0 here. Brandon Fry with a strikeout. Buswell will strike out as well. So, a lot of opportunities. They are scoring, but they could be scoring a lot more.
All right, we've got hot hitter Tommy Caruso running out the bottom of the batting order here for Boise. And that's an easy out there at first. So back to the top here, Bridget Westfall. Hit that one a little bit. He went in there trying to beat out the throw. Did not get there in time. Andrew Orem will watch that one go by. That I believe is his second walk of the game. Toot Blonde now. Hit that one to the second baseman, who will toss it over to first for the final out there of the inning.
Alrighty, we got Zach Johnson hitting a towering fly ball to center field for out number 1, Jebediah Crunk now. Crunk ripping down into the gap in right field. It's going to be at least 2 bases. You're going to get a double, 1 out here for Bongo Luongo. Bongo Luongo hits that one into right field. That's going to be an RBI double. It's 4-0, just 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Jimmy Smith to the second baseman, throws the first. That's out number 2. BJ Fox down the left field line. That's going to be an RBI double. It's 5-0. Thomas Rose to the third baseman, throws the first. That's out number 3. Nashville taking up a lead here, 5-0.
All right, we've got Petra Sabor leading off here for the Raptors in the top of the fourth. She will hit that one out into left field for a single. She'll stop there first. Johnny Pluto now. It's this one past the second baseman there. Runner's going to stay put on second, so runners on first and second for Parker Beecham, who's going to hit that one right to the shortstop, who says it's a second, but the second baseman's going to drop it. So base is loaded here for RJ Menard, who is going to hit that one to the second baseman there, so that's an out, but the Raptors are on the board with 1 there. And that's Vlad Bodnar hitting that one to the second baseman, and they will get the final out there on 2.
That's tough. Boise
Oof.
getting their first 2 hits of the game there, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with it. As Munson will fly out. Brandon Fry, high fly ball to right fielder, is caught. Buswell now. Ground up to the third baseman. Buswell not having a good game despite their impressive stats so far this season. Still 5-1.
All right. Back to the Raptors here in the top of the 5th. We've got Tommy Caruso. Hits one to the second baseman, who sends that one over to first for the first out. Bridget Westfall up now for Boise. Will hit that one over to the first baseman. So that's 2 outs. Hot hitter Andrew Orem will hit that one out into right center for a double. So Tuplon up now, runner on second, 2 outs. Hits that one over the second baseman's head, and that will score a run. So Tuplon, an RBI double there. Petra Sabor hits this one out into center field where it will be caught, but Raptors score 1 there to cut that lead to 5-2.
All right, it's starting to become a ball game now. It's 5-2. We got Zach Johnson lining out to the center fielder. Jebediah Crunk striking out. Bongo Luongo Drops that into right center for a single. Jimmy Smith rips that one deep to right field, and that one's gone. It's 7-2. Like that, Nashville builds up on their lead once again. BJ Fox up to bat, and they'll ground out to the shortstop, and that's out number 3, but it is 7-2.
Back to Johnny Pluto up here to lead off for the Raptors in the top of the 6th. Johnny Pluto hits one past the third baseman there, so he will get on to first safely to bring up Parker Beecham, who will work a walk. So runners on first and second with no outs here for RJ Menard. He'll hit that one right to the first baseman, sends it over to second for the double play. Vlad Bodnar will walk as well, so runners on the corners here for Tommy Caruso with 2 outs. And he will hit that one to the shortstop, and that goes over to first for the final out. So some hitting going on, but no damage done there for Boise in the top of the inning.
All right, line drive there by Rose for out number 1. Munson grounding out to the third baseman. That's out number 2. Brandon Fry past the second baseman. That's going to be a single with 2 outs for Buswell, who hits it to the pitcher, and they're 0 for 4 on the day. And it's still 7-2.
All right, top of the order here for Boise in the top of the 7th. They're going to have to get something going here. Bridget Westfall up now. Hit that one right up the middle, so that's going to be a single for her. She's going to stay put there. Hot hitter Andrew Oram. I don't know where that ball just went, but hits one out into left field. Runner will advance, so runners on first and second here for Tuplon. Tuplon hits one deep into left field, where it is caught at the warning track, but the runner will advance there. Runners on the corners for Petra Sabor will work a walk. So bases loaded now for Johnny Pluto. Johnny Pluto, and they're going to walk in a run here. So that'll put one on the board there for Boise. So we go to, I don't believe this hot hitter, Parker Beecham. So right up to the center fielder. And I believe that's a sacrifice fly there for Parker Beecham. So 2 outs here, but another run on the board for Boise. And that one, RJ Menard hits that one deep into center field where it is caught on the warning track. But 2 on the board there for Boise in the top of the 7th.
All right. Making it kind of interesting. Zach Johnson. A shallow fly ball for out number 1. Jebediah Crump with a strikeout. Bongo Lou Longo. Excuse me. Will ground out to first, so 3 up, 3 down. 7-4.
All right, we've got Vlad Bodnar now leading off for the Raptors in the top of the 8th. He'll hit that one right to the third baseman, so that's an easy first out there. Tommy Caruso will work a walk. So back to the top of the order now. Bridget Westfall up for Boise. Bridget Westfall will hit that one up the middle. Runner's going to stop at second. So runners on first and second for Andrew Oram. Will hit that one right up the middle, where it will be caught by the center fielder. So runners stay put there. 2 outs now for Tuplon. Hits that one past the second baseman. And that may score a run if they can beat out this throw. And it does. So 7-5 Nashville now. Petra Sabor hits that one right to the first baseman, though, so that's the final out there.
All right. Nashville needs to play a little bit smart here. Try and get some insurance runs. They're only up by 2. As there's quickly 2 outs, though. And we have Rose coming up to bat. Rose grounding out to the shortstop, so 3 up, 3 down. Last chance here for Boise. They're all down by 2.
Let's see if Johnny Pluto can get some 9th inning magic started here for the Raptors. No, he will not. He is going to strike out soon. That'll bring up Parker Beecham. Parker Beecham also down on strike, so Boise down to their last out here. RJ Menard up now. And he will go down on strikes as well to end the game.
Oof. ending there. Stars take this one 7-5. Toot Blonde with 2 RBIs. Bongo, Longo, and Smith with 2 RBIs apiece as well. Chank Daly gets a loss. Sanchez the win. Shigano the save. Player of the game is Bongo Lou Longo. And Mako's squeak out a win here over the Toros 6-5. Stein having a 4 RBI game. And Carter with 3 RBIs as well. We got Baldelli getting the win. Omega the save. Benson the loss. Player of the game is Ace Carter. Rougarous beating the Crabs here 7-2. 2 RBIs for Krustis. 3 RBIs for Beauregard and Ballard apiece. Voss getting the loss. Mazeroski the win. Player of the game is Tommy Mazeroski. We got Scorpions beating the Surge here 9-4. 4 RBIs for Edwards. 2 for Boss. Falcon the loss. Ratatouille the win. Player of the game is Matthew Edwards. Why is the writing so damn tiny? I don't know what to tell you. Blame society. Voyagers beating the Serpents 12-2. 3 RBIs for Kuntz. 4 for Whedon Boys. Tokiyami the win. Choate the save. Sullivan getting the loss. Player of the game is Whedon Boys. Got Apex beating the Aviators here 7-4. 2 RBIs by Dub City. Looks like 2 RBIs by Wander Franco. Ripspot the loss. Dion the win. Player of the game is Dub City. Oh, we got Sloss scoring. What is that? 7 runs in the last 3 innings. Win 14-5. 4 RBIs for Jimenez. 2 for Sadat, Gofford, and McDonald Jr. King George III getting the win. Baxter the loss. Player of the game is Chris Jimenez. And last but not least, we have Vandals beating the Demons here 5-0. 3 RBIs for Magicomo. Rogers the win. Daring the loss. Player of the game is Pat Rogers. And I'm assuming we have minors games. Yep, we have Dillos beating the Steeds 11-8. 3 RBIs by Okamoto, 3 by McGee, 3 RBIs by Poza, and 3 by Johnson. Wow. Win goes to Itchy Nose. Mrazek getting the save. Look what you made me do, getting the loss. Player of the game is Shion Okamoto. Kingpins beating the Wheelers here 7-3. 2 RBIs by Hulk and Vettel, 2 by Andrews. Capone getting the win. Aria the loss. Player of the game is Hulk and Vettel. We got Dynamos beating the Firehawks 4-3. 2 RBIs by McGee. Loss goes to Branson. Rodriguez getting the win. Huevos the save. Player of the game is Jenkins Miller. Wow, Bears walk off the Hepcats in the bottom of the 13th, 4-3. Randy Hank getting a walk-off homer. Excuse me, John Doe Jr. getting 3 RBIs. The loss goes to Hank. Oh, I keep getting notifications for fires. Why are there so many? Hank getting the loss. Economide is the win. Player of the game is John Doe Jr. Last but not least, we have the Flamingos beating the Lemurs here 3-0. 2 RBIs by Bryant. Roxas getting the loss. Kagamine the win. Pepe the save. Player of the game is Rin Kagamine. Is Dom here? I don't know, James. Is Dom here? Alright, that finishes it off for today, and I think we have 3 quick sims to close us out. Yep, 3 quick sims. So, this will be quick sim number 1. And we have Swisty's beating Dills here 4-3. Walk off in the bottom of the 10th. Paza getting a walk-off single. 3 RBIs for Johnson. 4 walks for Baez. That's very impressive. Chatapos getting the loss, Stelling the win. Player of the game is Ian Baez, who ties the Sursteed's record for walks with 4. Hepcats beat the Bears here 4-1. Looks like 3 for 5 game for Count Dracula. Smoltz the win. Millis the loss. Player of the game is Maverick Smoltz. Dynamo's beating the Firehawks here 8-4. 2 RBIs by Encarnacion. 2 for McGee, 2 for Pine. Boyd Jr. getting the loss. Paul getting the win. Player of the game is Jack Pine. Oh, the static. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. We got Wheelers beating the Kingpins here 10-7. 2 RBIs by Applegate, 2 RBIs for Sanders, 2 for Kapokrisov, 3 for Rude, 2 for Benningson. Grimes the loss. Key the win. Player of the game is Bobby Roode. We have Lemurs beating the Flamingos here 5-2. 2 RBIs by Bonds. Junkball the win. Kagamine the loss. Player of the game is Jeremiah Junkball. Go to the majors. No games today. 2 more quick sims. You got the Surge walking off the Crabs here in the bottom of the 10th. Looks like Danny Gonzalez. 2 RBIs for Ruiz. 3 RBIs for cardboard cutout Derek Jeter. 4 RBIs for Spock with 3 walks. Wow, that's insane. Crab the loss. Sutherland getting the win. Player of the game is Spock, or however you say it. We got Aviators beating the Voyagers here 4-3. It's hard to find a stand-up performance. Looks like 2 for 5 with an RBI apiece for Slim and Daytona. Pozo the win, been caught in the save. McFlorterman getting the loss. I don't need a new mic. It's OBS. It's literally just OBS.
Yeah, this mic sounds fine to me. It sounds completely normal on here. It's just the stream that's being moody, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. My mic doesn't like software for some reason. Anyway, player of the game is Sievart. Sloss beat the Vandals here 5-2. 2 RBIs for Jimenez. Pitching, Windsor gets the win. Dogan the save. Tozen the loss. Player of the game is Nolan Windsor. Okay. And, oh man. Raptors scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th to walk off the Makos. Looks like Bridget Westfall, a 2-run homer. Of course it is. That's tough. 2 RBIs for Dawson, 2 for Harwell. 2 RBI game for Westfall, going 3 for 5. 3 RBIs for Pluto and 2 RBIs for Menard. Blown save goes to Omega. Stormbless gets the loss. Toasties the win. Man, Stormbless just can't get the break. What's up with that? Player of the game is Johnny Pluto.
Johnny Pluto is having himself a season.
Yeah, for sure. Scorpions beating the Sea Serpents 5-2. 2 RBIs for Jacob. Hammersmith getting the loss. Morgan the win. Player of the game is Stephanie Morgan. Apex beat the Supernovas 13-2. Wow. 4 RBIs for Parmalee. Maple getting the win. Bill the Hill the loss. Player of the game is Dustin Parmalee. Stars beat the Demons here 4-1. 2 RBIs for Munson. El Charo the win. Law the save. Arcadias Garcia gets the loss. Player of the game is Lucky El Charo. Last but not least, we have Rougarous beating the Toros here 9-2. 3 RBIs for Di Stefano, going 3 for 5. Lemonade getting the loss. Di Ferrari getting the win. Player of the game is Di Stefano Jr. Let's check the miners. Might have an off day, they do. And the last day of Quick Sims. And then we can upload to the index.
Been a very efficient sim.
Woo! And what are we at? 2 hours and 5 minutes? I'll take that. Lemurs beating the Dynamos 5-3. Looks like 3 RBI came from Myth, going 4-4. Dog the loss, Shram the win. Tsunami getting the save. Player of the game is Andrew Myth. Kingpin scored 3 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th to beat the Swifties 6-4. 2 RBIs for DeRosa, 2 for Johnson, 3 for Hudson Lane. Colin with the loss on a blown save. And that name I just can't pronounce. Getting the win. Player of the game is Hayden Andrews. We got Wheelers walking off the Bears in the bottom of the 11th, 5-4. Looks like Sneaky Snack. 2 RBIs for Aldridge, 2 for Underrated. 2 RBIs for Marsh. Armor getting a loss, Grizzle the win. Player of the game is Stan Marsh. Hepcats walk off the Flamingos in the bottom of the 12th, 6-5. Pryor hitting a walk-off solo shot. 2 RBIs for Bufflin, I don't know how to say that. 4 for 5 for Yuppers. 3 for 5, 2 RBIs for Pryor. Oh, 3 RBIs for State. Wow. Royd Wallace gets the loss. Patio Furniture gets the win. Player of the game is Zarin Pryor. Last but not least, we have... What is with all these extra innings? Dillos walk off the Firehawks 2-1 in the bottom of the 14th. Beef Johnson, the Makelos prospect, hitting a solo home run to walk it off. They go 4 for 7 with an RBI. And that's really the standout performance there. Echo down with the loss. LGM getting the win. Player of the game is Me. Stuck inside a TV tube. I don't know what to tell you, Chi. I really don't know. You've locked me in a tiny box before the stream? Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Okay, we got the Surge beating the Crabs here 5-2. It's hard. Okay, Finn Reese here going 2 for 2 with 2 walks, 2 runs, and an RBI. Ivy Leaf getting the loss. You need to calm down, getting the win. Player of the game is Finn Reese. The joy of AM radio. This. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could figure OBS out. What's causing it? I'll try to look it up after the stream. Dang, Mako's scored 3 in the top of the 9th, but they still lose 8-6. 3 RBIs by Funny Man, 3 RBIs by Pluto. Chicha gets the loss. Lucas the win. Paul getting the save. Player of the game is Johnny Pluto. Sauce beating the Vandals here 6-5, despite the Vandals trying to score 2 in the bottom of the 9th. 2 RBIs by Knight, 2 RBIs by Lodge, 2 by O'Houlihan. Rainer the win. Rodriguez Jr. the save. Digger Jr. getting the loss. Player of the game is Sack Lodge. Trying to listen to a ball game while driving in the country. True. It's like that very small, like 15-mile patch between when I'm going from the Bay Area to Sacramento, and neither of the stations from either of those areas work, and there's nothing in the middle. It's so weird. Where were we? Aviators and the Voyagers. Aviators being the Voyagers here 10-1. 3 RBIs by Walker, 2 from Riverboat. Cato the win. Torquildon the loss. Player of the game is Walker Cato. We got Rougarous being the Toros here 6-2. 2 RBIs for Hickholmes. 3 RBIs for Beauregard. Robert the loss. McDougal getting the complete game win. Player of the game is Aiden McDougal. Demons being the Stars here 7-5. 2 RBIs by Fry. 2 for Crunk. 2 for Crashwagon. 2 for Yellnats. Johnson the loss, Mitchell the win, Dirty the save, Brandon Fry is player of the game. The Apex beating the Supernovas 14-4, and they scored those 10 runs to take that 10-run lead in the 7th and 8th inning. 3 RBIs by Twift, 4 for Quinn. No Hands the win, their first win on the season, and McQuack getting a loss. Player of the game is Jody Quinn. Last but not least, you have the Scorpions beating the Serpents 11-4. 2 RBIs by Edwards. No. Excuse me, I'm misreading. 2 RBIs by McGibbon, 4 for Alderson, 4 for Maddox Jr. getting the loss. Sims is the win. Player of the game is Elliot Alderson. Alright. And that is it for this stream. Go ahead and upload. And we'll be on our way. Thank you everybody for coming out. Jess, thank you for co-hosting.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yep, sorry. Well, didn't mean to talk over you, but yeah. Who do we got tomorrow? Let's see. Simmer schedule. 25th. 26th. LBG. We got LBG tomorrow. So look forward to that. Appreciate it, Shane. Thanks for hanging around. Is there anything else to talk about? I wish I could stream more this season, but it's been like super hectic. I'm sure anybody that's also in school can understand that.
I did like a lot of co-hosting last season, and this is my only one that I've scheduled this season because I was on vacation for the first 2 weeks of the season. So.
Dang. Must be nice. I haven't.
That's all right. I have a 2-year-old, so it was 2 weeks of being in 4 strange places with the 2-year-old. So it was relaxed, one would hope, but we had fun.
Yeah, I haven't been out of my house for more than like 12 hours in like a couple of years because of everything going on. So yeah, I've just been cooped up in here all this time. But now, this is like I'm getting so stressed out about it. I'm going back to in-person school for the first time since they locked down last year. So that's stressing me out.
I feel like we're all gonna have to like learn how to interact with other human beings in person again. It's like a lost art at this point.
Yeah, it's tough. The last time I was in school, I was 100 miles away in a community college, and now I'm over here going to a university. So it's gonna be a whole new experience.
That's cool though. What are you studying?
Business. Unfortunately, I can't do business right now because, even though I've been in school for like 3 years, nobody ever told me I needed a specific math class.
Ew, math.
Yeah, and it became like just an annoying like thing trying to get everything correct between 3 different colleges. So I have to take what are they called? Upper general education classes for this semester, and once I'm done with this math class, I should be able to reapply for my business administration major, and then and then I'll actually be a business major. Right now, I'm just a nothing
Aw,
technically.
that sounds terrible.
Well, technically it's expressed interest, but it's not actually a major, so yeah,
Ah,
I have to actually get in next semester, and they're super strict because they're getting like more applications than ever, and I somehow managed to pick the most popular college in California for business majors. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But yeah, that's the thing. Life's getting busy,
yeah.
and COVID ain't going nowhere so far.
No.
So
It looked like it was for a second, and I was like, no, just kidding.
yeah,
Everything's still terrible.
like I mean I'm in California, so I just like I expect us to react to everything. Like we had a Sacramento County was open for like a month, and then it went straight back.
Oof.
It's like, yep, I saw that coming. It sucks because
It's a
like
nice little break.
yeah, but it's like it's funny because I used to live in the Bay Area, and they're like way better about handling things. So like they don't have the same mask mandates as where I live. So they get to have everything nice, and every time I go down there, I'm jealous.
I think they've handled it like I'm in New York and they've it's just like there's just so many people. So even if you do handle it right, it's just hard to
Yeah.
keep that under control.
It's the
I'm
same.
outside of New York, so it's nice there's not as many people out here, but I'm still like paranoid because like me and my husband are both fully vaccinated, but my 2-year-old can't, so I'm still masking obviously.
Yeah,
So, like I'm sure I would be fine, but I have no desire to bring that home to my poor innocent child.
exactly. Alrighty, you just gotta hit the upload button here, and we'll be good to go. Excuse me, man.
There we go.
And yep, it is updated.
Woohoo.
Okay, so go ahead and stop streaming. Thank you everybody for coming, and hope you all have a good
Bye.
day.